In the future, running is illegal for the rich. A man is running, and suddenly it hits him. He stops in his tracks. His secret of becoming rich overnight might be about to be exposed. To hide his poor appearance, he walks into a 7-star hotel and demands a presidential suite. The front desk doesn't ask for money, but instead uses a device to scan his wrist and hands him the room key. In this future world, people no longer use money. Instead, they trade in time. Everyone has a timer on their arm, which serves as both currency and a countdown to their life's end. Once the timer hits 0, the person dies immediately. Those with plenty of time can enjoy immortality. 3 days ago, Will was still a poor man, working hard every day in an electronics factory, earning just enough time to survive until the next day. His salary was often docked, and Will was filled with anger, but he dared not act on it. If he lost his job, he wouldn't even have time to find another one. Then, one evening, he met a middle-aged man in a bar. The man had 100 years left on his timer, which was far too conspicuous, immediately attracting the attention of criminals. The rich man wasn't worried, but Will acted quickly, knocking out the security guards and saving him. The two ran through the streets, narrowly escaping death, and finally shook off their pursuers. The rich man told Will that he had thousands of years of life left, but after his wife's death, he no longer wanted to live alone. He had decided to come to the slums to end his life. Will sympathized deeply, but then he learned a harsh truth from him. 90% of the time is controlled by the rich. By controlling prices and exploiting wages, they prevent the poor from ever resting, keeping them in perpetual poverty. The next morning, Will woke up to find 100 extra years on his timer. The rich man was gone, leaving only a message: "Don't waste time." Will realized that the rich man had given him his time. The man had chosen voluntary death, passing all of his life's remaining time onto Will. Determined to change his fate, Will used this 100 years to challenge the rules of the rich world. He first went to a casino, using his skill to win 250 years of life. But that wasn't enough. He was preparing for an even bigger challenge, a life or death bet with a banker. Without hesitation, Will bet against the banker and ultimately won 1,000 years of life. The banker was amazed by Will's courage and introduced him to his daughter. Will accepted the invitation and visited the banker's luxurious mansion to experience the lavish lifestyle of the rich. However, the good times didn't last long. The police began hunting Will, accusing him of killing the rich man to steal his time. Will was detained, and all of his time was confiscated by the police, leaving him with only 2 hours. He angrily asked the officers why violence in the slums went unchecked, yet his case was dealt with so swiftly. At that moment, the girl gave Will a look. Will understood her intentions. After making a daring escape, they began to plan their next move, deciding to rob a bank in the wealthy district and distribute the stolen time to the poor. The two successfully raided a bank and spread the time among the impoverished. However, things got more complicated. The police refused to let them go, and Will and the girl became national fugitives. Despite the hardships, they held on to hope for the future and vowed to continue fighting for more time for the poor.